We just want answers. That's all we want. I mean, we need to know if we're safe or not right here.
In Assumption Parish, this huge hole has many people living near Bayou Corne shaken.
I feel like I worked, everything I worked for is just going down the drain. We've been concerned since the bubbles. Then they started having tremors. Then we was concerned about that. Now they got a big sinkhole a half a mile from my house.
State and local emergency officials continue to watch this sinkhole for any changes.
The area that has been just disturbed, turned over, trees that were there 2 days ago are no longer there. It looks like just like a slurry of slush.
But people aren't in the clear yet to come home. And Assumption Parish Police Jury President Marty Trish says it could take all weekend before the mandatory evacuation is lifted.
And they can tell us with a high degree of probability that this sinkhole is stable and it will not grow or affect any of the surrounding pipelines or wellheads or the community in itself. We're going to continue to have the evacuation in place.
Neighbors say they don't know how much more they can take.
But just recently they found a problem and all that they don't know how to rectify it. They don't know how to fix it and all.
Want answers, how long this is going to be, what more y'all going to do.
Many residents left wondering what will become of their homes in the long run.
It's very, very worrisome, not only for the immediate time, as to what do they do in the future. Can they expect this in the future?
I'm gonna leave it in the good Lord's hand and hope he's the only one that could maybe do something about it.
In Assumption Parish, Chris Kazanza, NBC 33 News.
On Christmas Day 2003, Shelly Ciano Hernandez and her family were evacuated from the Grand Bayou community in Assumption Parish after a natural gas leak was found coming from an underground natural gas storage dome operated by Gulf South Pipeline and owned by Dow Chemical. Now there are mysterious bubbles rising up out of the swamp near her new home in Bayou Corne. A short boat ride away, bubbles of all sizes are visible on the surface.
I mean, it's scary. The fear of the unknown. We're worried for our health, our safety, our homes. I don't want to be displaced again.
Fear of the unknown brought residents out Thursday looking for answers from parish officials, the Department of Environmental Quality, and the Department of Natural Resources. Answers were in short supply.
For a month now, 24/7, 7 days a week, natural gas is going up in the air. The people here are just really concerned because the answers are still just we don't know. And to me, after a month, we don't know is not good enough.
Originally, parish officials suspected a pipeline leak back when the first report was filed in May of this year. Now, salt dome caverns storing natural gas has been added to the list of possible sources. But there are also other strange occurrences worrying Assumption Parish residents.
And my mobile home, for about a month and a half now, I've been feeling it a lot. All times of the day, all times of the night. It wakes me up some nights, rumble in my bed.
It hasn't been determined yet if the two are related.
We are monitoring every day, twice a day, to make sure that what's bubbling as well as what's here, there's no explosive elements in the air that would harm anyone. So we continue to do that each day, as well as we are going to set out some additional monitoring tomorrow to actually monitor throughout the night as well.
Samples have been taken and have been sent off for testing, which will take a few weeks. Officials say that as of now, there's no threat to public health, but Shelley begs to differ.
My grandmother died of cancer. My oldest brother passed away at 36 years old. My mom had 7 children. None of us can conceive. I mean, infertility, cancer. My mom died of cancer. My brother was diagnosed with the same type of cancer. I had cancer. Not only us, just about 90% of the community or more.
If anyone has information on bubbling locations or a potential origin of the gas, please contact the Assumption Parish Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness at 985-369-7386. In Assumption Parish, Leanna Mar Davila, HTV 10.